matter.
That's wrong. That one there. Okay. Did you know that Zeisel lost? What's that?
Nothing.
I just like, that's not me.
Okay, so I'm gonna start the intro.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay.
Tool bag. All right, so I'm gonna start the intro, and the no. Do your spiel,
and then you're gonna cut to it,
and I'm gonna cut to the intro, and then we'll cut back.
Okay. Okay. Is it 56?
Oh, you.
This is 56. Episode 56 of the Planet Nintendo podcast. Let's see what's on the menu for today. We have some PN picks, what we've been playing, what's coming out soon. The next Ubisoft, I don't know what it is. Nintendo crossover. What could it possibly be? Playing our favorite game, Keep, Trade, Kill. We're going to be talking about 3 franchises we would either keep, trade, or kill. More special versions on the way for NES games. And what's the big deal about microtransactions? Let's get it started. What's up, guys? Planet Nintendo podcast. We're going a little retro in the intro this morning. But what's up, everyone? I am joined, like always, by the best co-host on the planet, Mr. Joe After Work. What's up, man?
Yo, every time you do that, you trick me. I always do the thing for Bobby to NWO. Bobby's on his phone already. We lost him.
Actually, oh yeah, what's up?
I mean, if it makes him feel any better, technically, I'm the Nintendo guru today, so
it doesn't make me feel no better. This guy is a tool bag, straight up. I'm done.
Here's the reason why.
I'm gonna play Pokemon Go. You do what you're gonna do. I don't care.
Here's the reason why I'm going second. Or I want to introduce Bobby second because I just think it would make him feel more comfortable since the Yankees just came up short against the Red Sox. So Bobby, the Nintendo guru. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? Man?
Just go to Charmander.
You
know, dude, I don't want to hear it. When you have 27 rings, come talk to me. Like, we're not going to win them all. Especially, here's the deal: when you have a payroll higher than the Yankees, Mr. Red Sox, because the Yankees always get that stigma, and when the fact of the matter is that you should have been there. Last year, we were like nobodies. We backed into the playoffs, put you guys out on your asses. This year, you guys came with a little bit of fluff, man. You guys are ready to, don't go away with your nonsense.
That fire.
Oh man,
that fire.
Anyway, since that's all out on the table, that's not the last time I'm going to mention that. But Joe,
you can mention it all night long. I don't care. When you have 27 world championships. Come talk to me. Hold
on. Air horn.
And here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question. Where's your Red Sox gear? Yeah, exactly. Mr. Fairweather fan over there talking trash, and you ain't repping nothing.
I'm very superstitious.
Damn. Yeah.
I know what's going on in my head, so I can't mess it up.
Yeah, Dave's Kush is going on in your head.
Mr. Joseph. What have you been playing? I'm kind of jealous of what you've been playing, actually.
Dude, so, man, Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. It's exactly that. They added a couple little neat things in there, which I like. The nub. I'm actually happy that nub is there on a new 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the game feel so much easier to play with. Plays a lot smoother. Well, not a lot smoother, but they definitely worked out some kinks that dated controls would have prevented me from having a good time if they kept it onto there. Mainly with the C-stick controls, it felt clunkier on the GameCube. They kind of knock it out of the park. I love the multiplayer name for Luigi is Gooigi. That's probably my favorite thing on the planet. I'm gonna use that forever in life.
Gooigi.
And Undertale. Oh my god. I've
been hearing some mixed things about that.
Yeah, it didn't grab me right away. I don't know.
It's one of those games. It is totally one of those games, dude.
Okay.
Like
one of those games. What that suck, but everybody loves.
No, it's like it's not a game that's for everybody. It's not gonna grab everyone the same way.
So for me, everybody tells me it's supposed to be like Earthbound. So I was like, okay, I'm in, and I don't feel it's like Earthbound.
It has nods to it, and it does things that Earthbound does, but it's not Earthbound. Like this game is solely built on the characters and the moments in the game and the choices that you make. Every single choice matters, and there are two completely different ways to play this game, and you will have two completely different outcomes or even dialogue or boss battles for that matter. Like Toby Fox did an amazing job with this game, in my opinion. Like I'm not going to overhype this game and say go out there and buy it, because this really isn't for everybody. It's one of those games where if you jump into it and you watch the intro and you go into the game and you spend about 30 minutes to an hour with it and it doesn't grab you, it's not for you. Like it's just gonna get more and more memey, and there's things that like you really have to think about. Every single word matters. Every single like word in text matters. Read everything, do everything that you possibly can, because it all comes together at the end. And oh my god, it's just like I did a what's called the pacifist run, and you beat the game without killing anybody. And that ending was just like, dude, I choked up like twice playing that game on stream.
Joe could sneeze and cry.
I know, he's like a little sissy over there.
Yo, man, like this year has been weird. Like the last day of June, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like I'm like, yo, what happened? The waterworks, man. I think it's just me turning 30 soon that's like getting to me now, you know?
You call it that.
But I'm doing the genocide route now, and it's just a completely different story, the completely different game. But with like they still keep the same elements of like they keep it true within that universe, and I'm at the most difficult boss I feel like I've ever faced in like a game in a really long time. Yeah. And I spent 5 hours on stream trying to fight this boss, and I still have not beaten him. This is how absurd this boss is. And people watched it. y'all, the people that are in the chat right now are watching, dude. It's crazy.
Watch a grown man cry.
That too.
Bobby, what about you, man? You have a game actually that's on its way.
I got a few things. Alawa's Awakening. Just did a review of that. Very good game. I gave it a 9. Go check it out. You guys, I think you guys will all enjoy it. Guacamelee, I've been playing that a lot.
Nice.
Really good game. Scribblenauts. Been playing the Scribblenauts Mega Pack, the DC side. It's a pretty good game.
A bit of backlog stuff.
Yeah, but it just came to the Switch, so I bought it. It was a double pack. It was the original game and this one, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna grab it. And so, fan of DC. I bought Chasm. Just started it, so I don't have much to say about it. And Skyscrapers. So Skyscrapers is a brand new game. It's not out yet. It doesn't come out until October 29th on the Nintendo Switch. I think it hits PS4 the 21st. But whatever. Nintendo is the way to go, in my opinion. Because the one thing that it does is you can actually turn it vertically and play multiplayer that way, and then everybody can like. So what it is it's these daredevils, these 4 daredevils that like to go to buildings that are about to be demoed, skyscrapers, and fight and race their way to the top. So what you're doing, it's kind of like Runbow in the terms of where Runbow you're trying to race to the end, but you're beating each other up along the way. This is vertical. So you got like there's flames and like things exploding as the things happening. You're like just punching each other and beating each other up, and it's like, so far, man, it's pretty awesome. It's got a single player campaign with a storyline with it, and then there's also a 4-player multiplayer. So I'm doing a review on that, and should be out the day of launch, hopefully. I'm glad that somebody actually gave me something like way in advance. so I can actually,
That's awesome.
do a review proper, not like the day of, like hand me the game the day of and go like, oh, game comes out tomorrow. Like what the hell's that, dude?
Make a review.
Yeah, like make a review.
Oh,
and then
God.
meanwhile, everybody else is putting reviews out. It's like I'm so far behind. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
What's Chasm though? What?
Chasm is
Chasm. Sorry.
It's like a 2D. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Zelda to some degree, but it's like a 2D side-scrolling action adventure platforming type game, pixel art. Really good, dude. Looks so far what I've tinkered. I only tinker very little bit with it, not much at all. So I really don't have much to say about it. Just it's been on my radar since before it even came to the Switch, when it was actually like a Kickstarter, and then when it was on Steam. Like it kind of got me all excited because Toby, he's real into indies, and he'll like be following stuff, and he'll send me like, hey man, look, like, and especially Zelda type stuff, or pixel art things, he'll send them to me and be like, hey man, we got to check this out when it comes out. Like that new one that just came, or is coming out. What is it?
Oh yeah, he's all hyped about that.
Hazelnut something, dude.
Hazel's story. I don't know what it
Dude,
is.
he came to me a year ago with that game and was like,
damn,
this game we gotta get when it comes. And then it's supposed to be coming to the Switch, and it's like, dude, that thing looks gorgeous. It's like top-down Zelda, like 16-bit era. Oh man, it's amazing.
So I picked up a game actually that probably we've all played in demo form at least.
Nobody cares, Red Sox boy. Nobody cares.
I picked up Sushi Striker.
Really?
That game, dude, is really fun.
For the Switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I knew I was going to pick it up. So when it came out, it was $50.
Mm-hmm.
I went to GameStop, got it pre-owned for $35. I feel like that's a good price for that
bastard. You cheap bastard.
I mean, it's
I don't care if
$5
it's
less than the 3DS, right?
Yeah. So it's like, I love that game. Is just such like high quality, like the cutscenes. It's like straight out of an anime. It's a great game to play handheld. I've only been playing it on the TV, but it's so much better like handheld. Been playing that. Been playing the new game for Bargain Bros, which is coming back, but I can't say it. I can't ruin surprises.
Yeah.
And then we're playing a bunch of spooky Wii games because that's what everyone does in 2018. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Nobody, you and Josh Thomas. You're the only idiots to do that.
And also, Moonlighter got a date today. I think it's November 5th, which is coming out. That's kind of like a roguelike game, but you're also managing like a shop at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So you go through dungeons and like you collect treasures, but it's like risk reward. Like, do you keep the treasure that you got or do you keep fighting? So I can't wait to pick that one up. That's already out on like other consoles, but come on, Switch. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been playing. So Starlink, Starlink came out today. Did anyone pick it up? Joe, you got it.
Fox. I don't know about Starlink. I know Star Fox.
Hey,
I almost bought it. I was very close to buying it, but I bought this bad boy instead.
Oh, nice.
The wireless.
That's a cool.
It's the wireless one. So you can map the two buttons in the back.
Who's that for? Who's that from?
Power A.
Huh?
They put out a wireless one, so you can actually program these two buttons back here.
I'm not a fan of their D-pad, man.
No?
A fan of their D-pad. I bought the Metroid one. I love it. I love the look of it.
This D-pad is it's about the same size. Man, I don't care.
Yeah.
You're not gonna rain on my parade there, buddy.
No.
You go away with
I
your...
love everything else. I love the thumbsticks though. They're like perfect.
Yeah. Well, this one's a little smaller compared to like, if you could see, like I have
the wired one.
The wired one, right? So here's the Bowser one, right? And the analog is a little bit bigger. The D-pad's the same size. Buttons are the same size. Overall, the controller's basically identical. Does it
have rumble?
No, it does not have HD rumble.
Okay.
But it does have motion control, so you can, do all that.
I'll take that.
Motion control, map buttons on the back. I kind of want to try it out with Fortnite and see how that works. Like maybe trying to do like building and stuff with it. Might be able to keep up these stupid PC guys now. They're like,
you build on that game?
No.
Oh,
no. I don't. Hey man, that's not a knock.
Love.
I'm not good at that game.
That game's hard, man.
That game is, dude. Now it's hard because these guys are insane, man. I'm watching this dude. I've been watching this guy, Nick Merckx, and I guess he runs with Ninja and stuff. Dude, this guy is a beast, man. Like, this is insanity. I watched him the other night, dude. 27 kills.
Damn.
He drops right into what's it called? Twisted or Tilted, and just starts wrecking shop.
Goes ham.
And I'm like, this is insane. Like, he's running around talking trash. Like, oh my God. It's amazing to watch. And they build so fit. But it's PC, dude. PC is so easy. I don't want to hear
moving a mouse. Like, moving a mouse compared to analog stick.
All you're doing is moving the mouse and clicking where you want to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, but that still requires skill.
Not as much as trying to move one of these sticks over to where you want to shoot, in my opinion.
But the thing about it is PC players are better than console players. So it's like, it's easier to do your stuff, but like your competition goes up. So
well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like I watch these guys and I'm like, this is insanity, dude. These guys are like building stuff like this, and they're I mean, if you think about it, if you got buttons, and that's all you do is clicking buttons and it's building, makes it so much easier than us where we have to like push a certain button, to like. It's just weird. It's different. I want to try to build one. I want to see how it works.
So I am officially...
Especially games like WoW. WoW is garbage, man.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody likes WoW is trash.
Oh, my God.
They're all trash.
Oh, boy.
We're just killing, like, all the popular, like, games today. Well, we'll actually be doing that in a second, but I think I'm officially sold on Starlink. I've seen, like, 50 reviews today, a bunch of gameplay videos. I think I'm, like, sold on it. I just, like, have to wait to buy it. So
it's like $74, right, Joe?
Yes, and if you have your Gamers Club unlocked still, it's basically $59.99 full price.
Oh man, I would have bought it then. All right, I'll buy it Friday. I'm gonna buy it Friday.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the statue alone, I'd probably pay like 20 or 30
what
for
statue?
It. The R-Wing.
That's a toy. That's not a statue.
Yeah, the toy thing.
It's actually part of the game, Pat.
Looks legit.
Yeah. You don't have to play it in the grip, which that's like that's good.
You can play just with the regular controller. I figured I'd give it a shot, but I'll probably just play it like regular. Bobby's trying to give that crap.
No. It's not that. It's not that. I'm getting tore up in text messages for that WoW comment. That's all.
Oh, from Badbit.
No.
It kind of sucks though for anyone that doesn't have a Switch. If you're getting Starlink, you're missing out on. I feel like a lot. You're missing out. I think it's like an hour or two of content.
Plus, the Star Fox content is in addition to the other. Yeah. Oh wow, that's awesome.
So it's like I think it's 10 or 15 hours of gameplay for like the story, but also the world keeps going on after you beat the story. So like there will still be people attacking planets and stuff. So it's like I'm all in.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it this weekend. I'm gonna buy it Friday.
Nice.
Yeah. But speaking of which, I wanted to ask you guys. So we've seen Mario Rabbids. We've seen now Starlink with Star Fox. What do you guys think will be the next Ubisoft Nintendo crossover? You guys in the chat, you can give us some suggestions in the chat down there. But I wanted to start. I'll start with Bobby. Who do you think? Who do you think has enough star power to really like sell a game like that?
See, my first thought was like maybe Zelda, but I don't see them teaming up with that game at all. It feels like they're doing stuff that like, I mean, obviously Mario Rabbids was a totally offshoot game, totally different. And I don't see them really necessary. I mean, it's hard to say because Yubi's so quirky and weird that they could just pull anything out. Like I kind of thought they might do something with Donkey Kong, only because of how much love they gave Donkey Kong in Mario Rabbids. But then
Jungle Beats too.
Well, I don't know about that, but like but to think that they might actually try to build a game around Donkey Kong might be possible. That's hard to say, man. I think the stupid one would be Kirby. But but it kind of makes a lot of sense because Kirby can go into a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't. That's a hard one. That's a hard question because you got to think.
And then it's like, what game do you make?
That's
too?
what I'm saying. Like, you got to think like, what's? I mean, obviously, if you're gonna do like, if you're gonna just say like, okay, what character? Zelda. Obviously, the Zelda world is the next one, but I just don't see that working with Ubi. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't jive with Ubisoft. And that's what the other thing that's weird is like Ubisoft is typically very gritty. You know, when you look at like the Assassin's Creed and all these different games that they do is typically a gritty game. I don't know, man. What you got anything, Joe?
I was trying to think of like not so popular franchises and giving that to Ubi. Like I was thinking of like a Kid Icarus or something like that. That would sort of match up with like some of the stuff that they do there and make like a full-on action game, or even integrate Kid Icarus somehow into something similar to like what they did with Star Fox. Or
I just think Star Fox just fits so perfectly with Starlink. You know what I mean? Like you're doing a space game.
Absolutely.
It just fits perfectly. You know, and Mario Rabbids, I don't think anybody saw that coming. Like that was totally out of left field on that one. So it's just hard to say.
Yeah, like even if they like somehow bring Samus to the forefront with them.
That's what I was gonna say.
Man, could you imagine Samus getting into Starlink?
Dude.
That's possible.
Don't get me hype, Bobby. Don't get me hype.
Joe's like, I really don't want to spend another $100.
I will buy 2 gunships, one to keep in the box, one to use.
That'd be cool. I'm thinking like F-Zero, like kind of like what Joe was saying, like a recognizable character, but someone who hasn't had a main game in a while. I think like F-Zero or Samus, I think would be good. Maybe like a beat 'em up. I've always been saying beat 'em up for F-Zero. Why not? Be cool.
Does Ubisoft have any racing games? Does like the Rabbids have a racing thing or something like a party game?
Not that I know of.
I mean, the Rabbids had a party game, but I just don't see them doing anything. With that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think cartoony. That's like the best way to go with them. Or like have another Rabbids thing, but not with Mario this time. Like,
I mean, maybe like a Rayman Donkey Kong game.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think Rayman would probably be the one to. If you're going to do another crossover. They make Far Cry, right? That's Ubisoft?
Yes.
So maybe they shouldn't make a racing game because usually the vehicle like mechanics are pretty bad. I haven't played the newest Far Cry, but they're bad.
That's bad.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. I think we should move on to the main event for today. This is our favorite one. I remember our first Keep Trade Kill. We did Zelda, Mario, and Splatoon. That was a fun one. There were a lot of hate comments in that one. This one's not so bad. Still difficult though, and I would love to hear what everyone else has to say. But we have 3 franchises, and we either need to keep, trade, or kill them. Bonus points if you can make a full trade. So like, for example, trade Star Fox for, I don't know, Banjo-Kazooie or something. But today we have 3 franchises. We have the Wario franchise, we have the Donkey Kong franchise, and we have the Star Fox franchise.
Sorry.
I was like, what is happening? I will start with Joe. I feel like maybe we should... No, you know what? Go over your 3. I was going to say, maybe we should just eliminate one right away. Let's just go with
Wait, what's the 3 franchises again?
It's Wario, Donkey Kong, and Star Fox.
Keep trade. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, we need to redeem Star Fox some way, some shape, some form. I feel like we got to get one more guess. We got to fill up one more time. One more time. We're keeping Star Fox.
Keeping Star Fox. Okay.
I feel like... Damn, but then you got Donkey Kong in there. Yo, bro, if we trade Donkey Kong...
So basically you're killing Wario is what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Sorry, Wario. Wow. Listen, all right. I've had nothing but vertigo anytime I try to play your games. So Donkey Kong. I'm trying to think of what makes the most sense. I feel
when I thought of this, like obviously I looked at the characters as a whole, but I also thought of what we've been getting from these games. So like WarioWare Gold actually did really well on the 3DS. It was actually a pretty good success. And then we had Game & Wario on the Wii U, and then like WarioWare Smooth Moves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As far as Donkey Kong, we've gotten Tropical Freeze and Donkey Kong Country Returns, which by the way are excellent games. And then Star Fox has kind of been got Star Fox Zero. We have
I see where Pat's going with this one.
We have Star Fox 3D, and now he's been in Starlink. So, and then DK was in the Mario Rabbids. So they're all pretty relevant.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my reason for Warrior is I've never really rocked with the random, like, I don't even know what to call them, like the ADD
like
type
micro games. Yeah.
Like, whoa, everything's happening so good. Oh, go, just get the squirrel.
ADD games.
I mean, I don't mean to call it that, but I mean, I don't know what else to call it. It's like the randomizer of all randomizers.
Yep.
But yeah, they never jived with me. Which is odd because like I feel like that should be something right up my alley. But but it never clicked with me, so that's why I'm off in Wario so quickly. I loved Wario Land, but I mean that's the extent of my Wario there. Star Fox, I feel like I was just saying before, like that's a given. Like I feel like there needs to be some redemption. I'm hoping Starlink sparks that resurgence of like, okay, what do we do with this character now, and give it some more. Donkey Kong, I feel like it's a solid platformer. Like I have my qualms with Donkey Kong, but I'm never like upset at a Donkey Kong game. I'm more raged out at certain stages and whatnot, and I give up. Yeah. With that said, I feel like if we're gonna trade this, it should be for something that we can evolve with a little bit, or maybe evolve's not the best word, but I'm thinking get back the
You're looking ahead.
Yeah, and like I'm almost thinking, well, I say it thinking ahead, but this is gonna be like a nostalgia trip. But like, let's go look at the Rare library, and maybe we get back and trade GoldenEye all the rights and get a proper GoldenEye 007, like with everything meant to be as is. Like, get the right stages, get the music redone, everything. I know it's not a platform for platformer, but I think that just makes sense. Give Donkey Kong Rare.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Bobby, what about you, man?
Star Fox
Bobby's
is
more
dead.
cutthroat.
Star Fox is dead. Star Fox is dead. It's out. Okay. Then what we do is we take Wario, and Wario is going to become the new Donkey Kong. Wario is actually going to be Wario Kong. That'll be a franchise. So we'll run that. Then we take Donkey Kong, ship his ass over to Microsoft, and we get Halo. And then we take Halo and we drop Samus in, and then it becomes like a Metroid style world.
What?
Wow. Just cross them over.
That's what we're doing.
Holy crap.
That's what we're doing. We're going big. God. Either go big or go home. That's what I'm saying. Like, hit them with all the craziness.
Damn. Okay.
As Joe's rambling about his nonsense, I'm just sitting there
I'm trying to stall to give you guys some time.
You ain't got to give me no time, brother. That's just right there.
Oh, man.
Listen, that's how we run if we ran Nintendo, my man.
Yeah.
You just slam that stuff together.
Yeah, he's been doing this for a while.
I've been doing this for a while.
For me, I feel like I love Wario games. I feel like it's totally unique. It's like, I think the game with the most personality, honestly, in all of Nintendo. But I don't think that anyone else could do it better than Nintendo or at that level. So I think, if I'm not going to keep them, might as well just kill them. So I think Wario's done.
Christ.
So now we're down to Donkey Kong and Star Fox. And then this may be a surprise, but I think I would trade Star Fox just for the simple fact of, I think Star Fox being in Starlink has opened up so many people's like perceptions of what Star Fox can be. And honestly, Starlink is nowhere near a Star Fox game. You don't have any of the on the rails section. It's a good fit. I mean, space shooter, like put them in there, but it's nowhere close. But it could become this open world.
Star Fox isn't even a Star Fox game.
Star Fox is a dated genre.
Star Fox is hot trash in the summer all day long. It is grab.
Oh my God.
It's crap. It is
Listen,
garbage.
You're outnumbered, Bobby.
I could be outnumbered all day long, but Star Fox Zero is exactly what the number is. It's a 0 game. It's garbage. It should just go away.
Anyway,
Damn,
and then onto Donkey Kong. We haven't got many releases, but I would argue that Donkey Kong Country Returns and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze are like in the top 5 of best games on those systems. Like Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii is crazy good, and then the Wii U, that's probably the best platform I've played in a while. So it's like I don't think we give that up. Plus, they haven't really explored, and I don't know how this would work nowadays, but they haven't really explored the 3D aspect of him. So it's like I feel like there's a lot more to do.
You got to remember though, those Donkey Kong games that you love, they're not coming back anymore. They were made by Retro, and Retro is done with that franchise. So you also, because then it becomes that thing. You know, what do you do with this franchise? You know, and then you're slitting Star Fox Racer's neck. You know, like now you're making us scrap and waste money. You guys don't think, man. You guys are just thinking in this little bubble, man.
When have you taken rumors to heart? Like,
Oh
no.
my God.
No. Star Fox Racing is just like a dream right now.
The man who says he killed Star Fox within a split second.
He just refollowed
Star Fox Racing.
He just refollowed Marcus Sellers. He's like,
I'm not.
Yo,
Hi,
savage.
hi, Marcus.
But I would trade Star Fox, and I agree with Bobby that we do need a shooter. We need some kind of shooter, some different that's not a platformer. As I keep Donkey Kong, but still, I think we need like some kind of mature. I was thinking like either like Perfect Dark or like Crackdown, maybe. Like I don't know.
Dude, Halo, man.
Yeah, but that was your answer.
I know. I'm just trying to get you guys to realize that I had the best answer. That's all.
Oh my God! I like how we all
Halo's
pick
iffy.
shooters though.
Halo's iffy. I don't know.
Yeah,
Couldn't Nintendo do that?
That storyline is so convoluted at this
and
point.
then you throw Samus in there, you just make it worse.
Oh my God!
But then you go from like beautifully done Halo to like now on the Switch's power. It's like it's kind of a weird.
And might I add, the intro to Halo 5 totally has Samus in that. Go back and watch that intro. Homegirl is Samus.
Well,
I'm sorry.
that's part of the reason why I'm thinking to go that way, because most of Retro left. Like most of Retro left and went over to Microsoft to
343.
Yeah, like a lot of those developers are from the
They're on
original
Playtonic.
They're originally Retro.
They're on Playtonic. Oh
So
my
it's-
God.
They are a lot of them.
So it's
Yeah.
it's interesting.
We need some shooters and we need some racing games. Good racing
We
simulator
got good.
games.
Well, I thought that Bandai Namco was bringing over the racing game. Oh my God, Ridge Racer.
I think that is coming.
It's
yeah.
supposed to be exclusive to the Switch as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
There you go. Yeah, I saw another arcade one, but I forget the name on it.
Thought we had a racing game already.
it's called Mario Kart.
Oh, Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah.
Gear Club.
Gear Club. Listen, Gear Club 2's coming. I'm gonna buy it day one. You watch.
So we are sorry, Wario.
No. You're sorry, Wario. I'm not. Wario's staying. Wario's gonna be
honestly,
the new
honestly,
king.
Wario Shake It is a really good platformer.
You just like the
I just love shaking it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
shake it like a Polaroid.
yeah, he ain't shaking that like a Polaroid. He's
I saw some good things in the chat, but yeah, a lot of people agree with us. They would either trade Star Fox or DK. So yeah, R.I.P. Wario. And then Joe had a topic about some NES. Joe talking about the NES in 2018.
I know, right? Whoa, what is this? So yeah, real quick, the Legend of Zelda got an SP version on the online service thingy, and it's like an edition that gives you like a bunch of rupees and some key weapons and whatnot. And
I can tell you what the name. I can tell you what SP means, but I have to wait till we're off the air.
I'm not even gonna ask. But yeah, it seems like a more accessible version to people who might not played ever a Zelda game or want to like try to speedrun it in that sense. I don't even know why if that's a thing with the specific set of items that they've given for that version. My question for you guys is what do you see this being a thing going forward with some of the other Nintendo games? Like, you see this with maybe Metroid when that comes out in November, or what's the other big one? I feel like there was one more in December, but anyway, do you see it happening more often? This sort of thing.
So basically, this mode is kind of like something that they made up. This was never like a released thing, right?
This was never released. This was made to make it easier for people.
Like a hack thing, right?
No, this is made to make it easier for people. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all they said. That's all it was. They wanted to make it easier for you people, for the millennials.
Now was
for Patrick.
Now what?
You people,
Patrick. You.
NES games are balls hard, man.
They are, man.
Now weren't they? Oh, sorry.
Good.
What's up?
No, I was gonna say someone was calling it some particular version that was like translated from Japanese. Was it not in Japan or something like that?
This version was specifically just made right recently.
Okay.
What originally is what people were saying. What they were talking about, Joe, was if you get the Japanese version, you get the special. Like the music, it's a different version of the Famicom.
Oh yeah, because it's a CD, it's a disc version.
It's a disc version of Zelda. But this version was specifically made just recently for this NES Switch thing, and it was. I mean,
like some secret doors are already there.
Already there. It's to make it. It's for
honestly,
it's for you.
It's
for guys like you that suck at Zelda. It's like that.
Yo.
It's going to become a more common thing. Like you already see it with the Mega Man collections, the rewind feature, the all that stuff. So I kind of like it because sometimes I really do just want to play an NES, but like don't want to like throw my Switch against the wall.
That's what it's about. It's about sissies and.
Well, Bobby just can't understand that a lot of the NES games are broken.
No. NES games are not broken. They are not broken. Like,
they have some of them are evil. They're not broken.
They're evil. They're not broken.
Some of them are.
That's true.
Like Ghosts and Goblins. That's just ridiculous. That game should be illegal. Dumb. That game is just
Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden's not that bad. I mean, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. Bad, but it's not that. Like it's not.
Even Mega Man. Like
Mega Man gets the original Mega Man's tough, but the rest of them weren't that bad. Really, Mega dude? You think tough. Mega Man's hard?
Yes.
It can be.
Oh, you guys.
Mega Man's tough, dude.
Oh, my God.
But Ghouls and Ghosts, that's, like, unplayable tough.
That's hard. The bad part about Ghosts and Goblins is you get all the way to the end, and then they're like, go all the way back to the beginning and do it again. And then you got to go all the way through again and do it, and then it's like, you're insane, man.
Like, I remember watching the AVGN, like, play Ghouls and Ghosts, and I didn't even know, like, most of that game existed. Like he beat the game. I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I definitely see it happening. I don't know which games. I mean, Metroid would be kind of an interesting one, but how would you do that? Like you start with powers or something?
You'd have to start with some of the power-ups. Start off with so many missiles, start off with one of the suits, But see, I think that breaks that game. Like that's the whole
I mean, you don't give them screw attack. Like
well, no, but I mean like
attack, you're done.
Yeah, but the whole object of that game is to like go back, like find stuff and then go back. So I think that's a game you don't. I'll tell you what game they could probably do it is Kid Icarus, because Kid Icarus is tough the first 4 levels, like really tough, and then once you get past that, it's not that bad. But they could do something with that game, open that up a little bit.
I'd like to see them add someone in the chat just said speed running. Like, I would love to see them implement like a start stop thing. Yeah, cool. Like a timer
on there. Yeah. No. Well, basically, let's just do this. Let's just have Joe play NES games on his streams, and any of them that he can't play and he struggles at, then we fix those games and make them easier.
Yeah. We'll submit all the data to Nintendo.
Damn.
This is what happens when you make him number one, Patrick. This is what happens. I get salty and I just start coming.
Well, like I said, you're used to coming in second, so.
Oh, you piece of trash! You piece of trash, man. Really, dude? Really?
Hey, man, you were gonna give it to me 10 times worse. This is me being nice.
I see. You are right, because if the Yankees would have beat the Red Sox 16-1, dude, I would have buried you.
Yeah.
So I give you credit.
Joe's like, balls.
He's like, what's baseball? What's a Yankee?
Before we go to the weekly let's fire up Bobby topic. I wanted to ask everyone, if you have any questions for us, now would be the time to put them in the chat. We will answer those after the final topic. And just a reminder, you guys can listen to us on iTunes and Google Play, all that stuff. So, Bobby, whenever you're ready, give him hell.
Well, okay, so I feel like, we'll get into it. I just wanted to know, do you feel like people complain and are a little too over the top hard on microtransactions? I feel like microtransactions have gotten this stigma now that if there is a microtransaction in the game, people are immediately bagging on it. They don't want nothing to do with it, and they're just raging against it. I think there's a difference between, I think there's a difference between a company trying to make a couple extra bucks on a game and a company just like burning you bad. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought. I'll start with you guys first, obviously, before.
Yeah, before we sit back and just hide in the corner.
Yeah.
So I guess the game that started this whole thing was NBA Playgrounds 2, or NBA 2K Playgrounds 2.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
Which was actually bought by, or I don't even know. 2K just wanted to publish it, I guess.
I don't know how that whole partnership worked. So they put out Playgrounds, and then 2K bought it just as it was getting ready to launch almost, and then they put some polish on it, changed some things. I think they added some players and stuff, and then they put it out.
So basically, if anyone hasn't played that game, it's pretty much like an NBA Jam where it's two versus two basketball, and then to unlock players, you need to open them up in card packs. So basically, the first game had card packs too, but basically you had to play the games and experience leveling up got you the card packs and stuff like that.
Yeah, as you won matches, you were given money, and then you took that money to the store. But as you played tournaments gave you packs. Mm-hmm. So you would win a tournament and you would get a bunch of packs, and then you could save money and also go buy packs.
Yep. So the newest one, you have currency that you can earn. You can earn it, but you're also like kind of encouraged to buy it, or I mean, there's an option. There's a whole like store to buy it, and basically, like from what I've heard, you get like 600-700 currency. You win that for one match, and the least common pack, the bronze pack's like 700. So it's like one match for a bronze
more than that.
It's
15.
Or 15. That's it. So it's like 2 or 3 matches for like the least common pack.
Yeah.
There's also an option to buy all the characters for I think $10.
No, it's
little
not.
under $10.
I thought it was 30.
Well, the game's 30.
The game's 30, but I thought it was $30 or $40 because they haven't released that yet. There's going to be a fee to unlock every single player, and I thought that was 40. I could be wrong. I know it's not $10. I know it's not $10.
Because I was watching young fellow RGT85, and he said something about how the whole game is like $40 essentially. I don't know. I could be wrong, but there is microtransactions in this game now, and a lot of people are saying that's 2K's doing or whatever. So basically, are people freaking out too much about microtransactions? I think yes. Because the thing here is with this game, you don't pay to get better. You're paying to unlock things faster. And like, someone, I forgot who said it on Twitter, but like someone was saying something about how everyone's like fast paced in the gaming world now and everyone's just moving on to the next thing.
Adam Leonard said that the other day.
That's right. Yeah, it was Adam. So like, it's kind of more of, I want everything now rather than like grinding and like putting in time with this game. I think that's the biggest thing.
I can't. Look, I just want people to shut the F up. We'll spend $20 on a Fortnite costume, but a company wants to charge $40, $50 for a game overall, and we're upset about it? Come on, dude. Like, are the developers not allowed? This is the thing that blows me away. We want to go on Twitter, we want to rant about a company spending 100 hours a week making a video game, and then we don't want to pay the money to play video games. It's like, give us everything for free, and then don't overwork your people. Don't work your people at all. Give them 20-hour-a-week schedules. Give them vacations all over the place, and then give us the game for free when it's done. No, man, it don't work like that. This is the real world. Like, at the end of the day, developers are gonna make the games, and then they are entitled to make one. If you don't believe in it, don't buy it. Just don't buy it. But this particular situation, I'm watching a YouTuber tell people, do not buy this game. Dude, you are effed up. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what is wrong with you? Meanwhile, you bought the game. You bought the game, you're playing the game, and you're telling people don't buy the game because it took you an hour and you didn't unlock any packs? First off, get good, dude. That's number one. Get good. That's when the game is not any different, Pat. You were getting money in the last game too. Yeah. They were giving you money. You took that money, you went to the store, and you bought packs. And essentially, it's the same thing. The difference is like, obviously, if you buy a better pack, you can unlock better players, and you get what it is. But the advantage here is, hey, you don't want to buy packs? No problem. Give us a couple bucks, and we'll unlock the entire game for you. Or you can just play the game, go through tournaments, progressively get better as time goes on, and we'll unlock the game as it goes along for you. One of two ways, however you want to do it.
Yeah, no one wants to put the time in, and it sucks because like this developer went out there and put out a game that's very nostalgic to a lot of people. The first game came out and the release was rough. Like there was a lot of stuff missing. Yeah. But they kept supporting it. They even they went out and said like, "Hey, here's Shaq Fu."
I got Shaq Fu for free, dude. I got Shaq Fu for free because I bought the game at the beginning and there was a lot of bad things wrong with it. And they said, "Listen, we're sorry. It's going to take us some time to figure this out." They were working hand in hand with Nintendo, and they were like, "Once we get this figured out, then we will, fix it and give you a patch for free or whatever. And by the way, here's Shaq Fu for free."
Yeah. So, I mean, these developers are going kind of above and beyond because, like, what other company would have been like, here's a free game in the meantime, like, while we try and fix this? Yeah. And then this game came out. Online is right there at the beginning. It looks like a really polished game. I mean, like you were saying, you have to put the work in. Yeah. Now, when microtransactions are negative, we're now looking at like Battlefront 2 situation where it's like pay to win. Yeah. And this is just like pay to make it faster, which is, I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, I guess on some level you could go like, well, it is pay to win because I got to pay you to unlock Jordan. And if I unlock Jordan, Jordan's going to be the best player or whatever it might be. Whatever, dude. It just play. You play at your own pace. It is what it is. Like when I played NBA Jams back in the day, like you had to unlock stuff. There wasn't like you unlocked players as you accomplished certain things. As you won certain games and you went certain distances, you unlocked different players. Or you put codes in and you unlock stuff. But it was like, this is a little different in terms of like you're earning in-game currency, or you could just shell out. And it's like, just because you can actually go to the store and buy it faster, it's like, I can see if the guy played one game, right, and couldn't unlock a bronze, and he was pissed. He played an exhibition game, bro. I got news flash for you. I was playing tournaments, going through 4 matches, and I would unlock a pack, and I would have enough money to open up another pack. What's the difference? And I enjoyed that game. I had a good time playing that game. It's just some of these YouTubers, dude.
They find any reason to complain sometimes. It depends on who the person is.
Joe, what do you think, man?
Man, so
like, do you play you play mostly games that are complete? Like, do you really play like a lot of micro? You play like a lot of RPGs and stuff.
I was gonna say, yeah, it doesn't happen too often, but we got to go back like 12 years. The reason it's gotten this out of control is because some publishers, we don't know if it's a developer or the publisher, sometimes get out of hand with some of their stuff, and it started PS3 360 era. And I will name 2 games right off the bat where the content was inside the game and they locked it behind a paywall, and that's Resident Evil 5 and that is Asura's Wrath. Asura's Wrath, they made you pay extra to get the true ending of the game. Which is absurd.
That's ridiculous.
That was the most ridiculous thing. That was where I was just like, Capcom, I'm holding back because this is getting ridiculous. You know, times have gotten better since then, but there was a lot of deceitful crap that had happened, and that stigma has stayed, and people aren't willing to see the changes. Or you're getting in a new generation of gamers and all they see is, oh, we got to spend more money for this, but they're not taking into effect, you know, they're not taking into account that, like, hey, this game costs this much to make, here's how we're going to try to build up and maintain it. You don't necessarily have to spend this money to, you know, to continue to play the game or anything, or have, it's not going to alter your experience with the game, but, you know, here's a little booster pack or something like that to get a couple different characters. Or in the Assassin's Creed Odyssey case, people are saying like, oh, this is going to break the game and whatnot. It's like, dude, it's a single player game. Chill out. You don't have to buy it. It's a costume, for Christ's sake.
Another perfect example is the game that Bobby's hooked on right now, like Pokemon Go. And the difference between that is, like, you can play Pokemon Go and other games like that, Pokemon Quest, you can play without the microtransactions. It just slows it way down. Like, I feel like Pokemon Go, the pricing is fair. Like, if you want to pay, like, go ahead, but you don't need to.
Once a month, I'll buy some stuff. Like, I'll make my bags bigger and stuff, so I don't have to get rid of stuff quickly and all that. But, like, dude, you don't have to spend a dime. You go hit a bunch of Pokestops every day, and you got enough balls and enough, like, everything to do what you got to do. You don't have to worry about it. Go through New York City. New York City's insane, dude. But my thing is like, you watch this video, and then you read the comments, and it's like, well, of course it's 2K. What do you expect? And it's like, guys, are you serious right now? Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. I know there's some developers out there that took advantage of the situation, but like, not everybody does it, and just be. I felt like when I watched that video, I felt like it's a clickbait fest. He's just doing it to get views. He's just doing it to complain because he knows microtransactions are the hot topic right now. And we could key in on it and we could talk about it and it'll blow up. And like, I think it's a joke, dude. I really do.
But to say, like, do not buy this game, like, come on, dude. It's a nice game. Like, it's not broken or anything. I could see if like a game was like unplayable, like, don't buy this game, or like something happened, but like microtransactions.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. The dude played for an hour. You're gonna tell me not to buy a game, dude, after you played for an hour? Get the F out of here, man.
That'll be the only hour he plays it.
Yeah. Like, oh, I love basketball game. Get out of here, dude. You're a joke. Like, seriously, man.
You gotta do case by case with a lot of these things too. It's like, okay, use your brain. Like, is it a game that you see yourself playing for a long time? If so, do you want to fast track yourself, or do you want to sit there and spend all that time, you know, unlocking stuff? Like, play to your needs. You don't have to always spend the money to that. Now, the playing devil's advocate there, you can say that, like, things like loot, if we're gonna tread on this just very lightly, loot packs and whatnot can be sort of semi-gambling to certain people that are addicted to that sort of thing. I can understand that. but it's always based on the game and what you are willing to put the amount of time into to progress in that game. Like sports games, yeah, you're playing a bunch of games, but I feel like the unlocking system, if it's going to take you 30 to 40 hours to get every single player nostalgic wise, or all the unlockable teams from like the 80s and 90s and whatnot with like the max stats or something like that, that's probably more reasonable, because that's the experience of the game, is playing with all these different teams, treating it like if I'm spending 30 to 40 hours on a $60 game that's like an RPG or an action game or something like that. That's how I'm sort of trying to like correlate it in my head.
Yeah. If you play for an hour, right? And you play, but he was saying he played for an hour, but like he just got the game. So how in an hour do you know how long it's taking? Because this is one thing, like JoJo is saying in the thing, like an hour is a lot of time. An hour is a long time. But here's the thing: when I play
a sports game, it's not.
That's number one. But number two is when I played the first game, the tournaments you earned more money on than the exhibition games. So if you play an hour of exhibition games, it's like, okay, go play some tournaments, dude. Like I said, get good. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's the Messiah. Really he can do no wrong, that guy.
I don't think it's a big deal. But yeah, you have like a bunch of YouTubers in this group like saying this stuff, and now the game like flops, and then you wonder why you don't get like new ideas like this. It's just like really weird.
Time for me to create. He's like, an hour is just enough time for me to create a character in Skyrim. Facts, L1, facts.
That's like the whole game for me. So guys, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. We have one from, or actually we had one about Best Buy. What was that, Joe?
Yeah, so Panaj has got me concerned right now. Apparently people who have been buying Starlink from Best Buy are getting everything but the game. Should we he wanted to know how we felt about it.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Apparently there's Best Buy copies that people are buying of Starlink, and they're getting the toy and everything, but not the game inside the
for
cartridge.
$74.
It's like not in there. The case is in there, but not the game, like the actual cartridge.
Digital code or something?
No. The game is not there.
All right, so you did it, right? You bought it, right?
I bought it. I'm checking right now.
We're gonna test this out.
So there's the case.
Uh-oh.
All right.
There has to be a game in there.
If there's no game in there, dude, that's some BS. I'd be walking my ass back to Best Buy.
Yeah, I'm about to tell them to open up.
I don't know if, because the review copies that people were getting, even those boxes, they just came with digital codes. So I don't know if it's I kind of hope Joe gets mad and
Joe takes an hour to.
Oh, you haven't seen me play The World Ends With You. Oh, did I go off on that game?
Is there a card in there?
There is a cartridge in here.
Okay.
Yeah, so
we're good, y'all.
And just for the test, like, you should probably just taste it to see if it's still
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Still tastes like soap.
Oh.
Still tastes like soap.
It tastes worse than soap. Dude, the day Sean came over, right? I was doing something, I was cleaning up, and I put the cartridge on my lip. I had a cartridge here, and I put it on my lip while I was cleaning up, and I put the cartridge back down. And like 5 minutes later, I licked my lips, and I was like, "Oh, what was that, dude?"
It's disgusting.
It's gross.
We had a question from JD. I'll let Bobby answer this one. What sports game should Nintendo cover next? So probably, I'm assuming Mario Sports.
I would like to see them come. Well, okay, look, I want to see Mario Golf for sure, but man. Playing with Sean Capri last week when he was here, playing ice hockey with him,
dude,
I would love for them to do a Mario ice hockey, just like a 4v4 or something like that. Kind of take the basics of what they did with that NES hockey, but throw some Mario characters in there. Obviously, ramp the graphics up. Just don't make it crazy. We don't need power shots and like a bunch of goofy stuff and antics. Just keep it raw, man. Keep it down to the core. Or do like you do in Smash where you can turn it off. You can like turn the power ups and all that off, and to have like either have a core hockey game or have like a slapstick super.
I think it might be golf because there was something. I think it was Furukawa or someone who like was obsessed with Golf Story. Someone in Nintendo was obsessed with Golf Story.
Well,
so I think
we're definitely gonna get golf. I'm just saying what I would want is the ice hockey. I think the next one is golf or strikers.
Okay. Oh man, strikers would be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
if you
like
guys
a.
saw... Sorry.
What's up with that?
That's how
like
some people are getting them. The game is out.
Oh,
the game is out.
Just stolen from the packaging.
Oh well, that's just scumbags. That's all.
Wow.
Easy.
And then we have another question. This to Joe because JoJo asked this. We got
Pat,
triple the.
Check your Instagram DMs. It's urgent.
Okay. I'll ask Joe this and then I'll check it. What's your most anticipated 2019 game for the Switch?
I know it's not announced, but it's Metroid, and it's gonna be Metroid, and it'll always be Metroid. That's the simple.
2019 is not coming. Would you stop it, man?
Yo, Bobby, don't give up on my dreams.
Your dreams have gone, brother. They're done.
Bobby, don't give up on my dreams.
Never happened. Never happened.
Oh my god. Yo, I just want my E3 to be a gunship.
Did she tell you that she loved you or something? Who the hell's that?
Who's who?
The dude on the floor over there.
Is that Dave? Hi, Dave.
Oh, that's Dave.
Tell Dave to get out of the camera.
What's your number one? Oh no, Bobby's is it.
Yeah, Animal Crossing, dude. I want Animal Crossing so bad. I'm just gonna be like,
Rivo, where are you?
He's on hiatus right now. I'm alright.
You have a new friend coming up too.
New friend?
A new friend, Alexa.
What?
Nintendo Talk.
Oh. Oh yeah. We're gonna do
mad
Nintendo.
took mad long.
I didn't know what the hell you're talking about, dude.
I was like, what?
Yeah, in November we're gonna do an episode of Nintendo Talk.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what mine would be. I'm really liking the look of the town from Game Freak.
Really, dude? Really?
I really like. Dude, that looks amazing.
I mean, it's a small
you got Animal
split,
Crossing. You're talking about the town.
It's beautiful.
Animal Crossing. I'm very hesitant on. Very hesitant.
You've been watching Josh Thomas shit too much.
I mean,
no, you have. Because I listened to him the other day, real upset about Nintendo, and real upset about Nintendo.
I mean,
bring him back on the show.
I can't.
We gotta have it out. We gotta have it out.
I can't really, say too much because they just showed us a JPEG and like a cutscene.
Oh, here we go.
So
here we go. You know what? Yeah,
but
you've been hanging around with Joshy too much.
But if it's Metroid, then I will be excited about Metroid. Joe, I'm with you. I think Metroid will be next year. Keep believing.
Your dreams. Let's go, baby.
What's
Metroid?
What's Dave's smoke of the day tomorrow?
I don't know. I think it's Bobby
madness.
I'm just asking.
Listen, we're not gonna have a 24-hour live stream and rip a bong on the live stream. Okay.
Okay.
Do you hear about that? You hear about that?
Oh
really?
My God. Can we leave him alone?
I am not leaving C&D alone. No.
Oh, can we leave him alone?
Did he do that?
He did that.
He did it. Instead of drinking a shot of alcohol, and people are ripping him up, and then it's like,
so what?
Well, then what about the alcohol? Like, either one would be bad. So stop being a condescending asshole.
Because I think the part of the problem is he's a Nintendo brand ambassador.
Well, no, people aren't even mentioning that, dude. People are mentioning that because he's family friendly. Oh boy, no, you're gonna get me riled up. No, I'm not doing this.
No. I want to hear this. Listen.
No.
I like Alex. I don't have a problem with Alex. But my question is this: it's not legal in New York, correct?
He was in Maine.
But he was in Maine, and it's recreational there.
So wait. So that live stream was from Maine, not New York?
Yeah, it was from Maine.
So what's the problem?
His whole message was to, compare the two and say, like, why were you okay with me drinking alcohol, which is a lot more dangerous? And then he like does weed and like.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you're in the eye of Nintendo. Like, weed still isn't like looked at in that way. So like you're given this great
you know what, dude?
ambassador.
I am so over this world, dude. So over this world. Everybody wants weed to be legal. Everybody, just this week, it was on the news. People want Trump to make it legal. Now all of a sudden someone smokes a joint and it's the end of the world. Where it's legal to do it at. Please, dude. Please.
My
Stop.
thing though is his average viewer base is what, like 8 years old, 10 years old?
And guess what? And guess what? There's going to come a time when weed is legal. And when it's legal, then what are you going to do? It's like, come on,
I don't even
man.
think that alcohol should have been involved. Like, there's a time and a place. There's different.
Listen. I agree with the fact of what are you presenting for yourself in terms of like you have an image, you have a brand. What I'm saying is, would I ever smoke weed on a live stream? No. I've drank on a live stream. I've done that. It was literally, I just got left like 3 days prior. So it puts a little context to why I was drinking on stream. But at the end of the day, but that's me. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I would do. I get some of it, but I also don't get the other part of it. It's like,
yeah.
Like, stop, man.
Yeah, like if you're gonna call someone out for it, call them out for the right reasons. Like, I get it. The kid's 21. He's gonna make stupid mistakes. Yes, like if you're a brand ambassador, probably don't want to do that on a live stream. Don't tear the kid up because he did one thing over the other, and then you don't act like you don't do it either. On top of that, or say in the video that you do it, but then still rip him a new one. Fam,
who's giving him a hard time?
This dude, I've never even heard of him. His video popped up on my feed the 5 hours after it happened.
Some guy like
number one on my feed.
Yeah, quickly did it. I forgot his name. It's like
Van Buren.
Oh, Van Buren 20 or something.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
That dude?
Yeah. We don't want to give him any attention though, but
I'm gonna go check his video out.
You can link it.
And then I'm gonna check his video, and I might have to do.
Did we go down, Bobby?
People are saying that.
I keep getting video playback interrupted.
For a second, I think we did.
Yeah, but we keep playing back, and
I don't know because I'm
for live anymore.
It's showing live on my end.
All right, as long as people can type in, then okay. Something it just like automatically dropped down, but yeah.
And I got like I have what you call it, like mine's on the phone. It's still going.
All right, no, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Get real internet people.
I can continue ranting, but
get real internet people.
This guy.
I just thought it was kind of
cheated on out here.
I just thought it was kind of like weirdly out of place. Like, I get the message and stuff. It's like you're not really on the level to be kind of like a activist
person. Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, yeah, the other thing that they were ripping him on was like the alcohol versus the weed and how the thing that, one's better than the other.
The thing that bothers me a little bit is, so Alex blew up very quickly when he stayed in line for a month.
Yeah,
and then he struggled for a while. He's been struggling for a long time, tried to get back in the rhythm of doing stuff. Dude, he went back to New York. He moved to New York. And man, like, here's my problem. It's jealous assholes that are messing with someone's money. Like, stop, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, and you know what it is? It's people that are just wanting to jump off of, they want to cling to that and pull some of that over. Now it looks like I did lose the stream. The hell happened?
I mean, mine just says errors occurred, but the chat was still going.
Mine's completely down. Are we even live?
Did we get blocked?
Am I live?
Yo, NintenTalk.
What the heck?
Dude, I'm like,
I wasn't looking.
Look at, I'm completely down.
Yeah. I keep getting error occurred. Yo, we got banned off YouTube.
C&D got the ninjas after us.
I'll refire it back up. That don't make sense to me, dude. It was running fine.
Are we still live? Yeah, you guys are on. All right, I think we're on.
I
think it was YouTube.
YouTube's whacked up.
Probably, yeah.
I lost the.
I think it was YouTube. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Sounds like
we're
we're back on over there.
Yeah, I just can't see the chat at all. So.
I can't see nothing. It's saying I think YouTube's screwed up right now because I got like errors all over the place over here. Oof. What in the hell is going? Typical YouTube.
God damn it, Bobby!
It's YouTube.
I see the chat on Dave's phone.
I'm getting so done with this YouTube shit.
YouTube is the place to be, man.
Every time look at man, I went to the website. It's all wonky, dude. Stuff's not loading.
I was watching on the website.
Stuff's not loading at all.
Yeah, it's YouTube. I believe YouTube is effed, is what Jams just said in Discord, and L1 says not yet. So everyone.
Yeah, I see it on Dave's phone.
Yeah, I think YouTube's getting attacked right now.
Yeah.
So.
Twitch.tv/NintenTalk. Let's do this.
Yeah, YouTube's messed up. YouTube's broken.
YouTube's trashed. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
No, I was going. I wasn't recording. I was sending it to. I was going to rip it off of YouTube. All right, whatever. Let's shut it down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm recording the audio, so I mean.
Okay. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Thank you everyone for coming out to the live recording of Play Nintendo podcast. We'll probably be doing these like every so often. I don't want to give like a set time or whatever. But thank you guys very much. If you want to keep up with these two knuckleheads, you can go to nintendoguru.com, joeafterwork.com, nintentalk.edu/free website. And you can go on there to look at all my stuff. You guys can also listen to us on iTunes and Google Play, and we can get flagged because of Bobby. So we will see you next week, every Tuesday for episode 57.
Peace out, Preston!
Woo! Whoa. Whoa. All right, we out.